religious experience. And he has talked about, Iqbal says that there is not only one source of knowledge, that is sense perception, because West was believing only in sensory knowledge. I have been a student of Western philosophy and Islamic philosophy. I studied Bertrand Russell, I studied David Hume, I studied Descartes, I studied Marx in JNU, one of the very important universities of India. That is called Oxford or Cambridge of India. And I was studying under the communist professors. They used to challenge my belief every day, but I was very staunch. And Western philosophy believes only in one source of knowledge, that is sense perception. What is given to our eyes, or rationalism. There are two schools of thought in Western philosophy. One is rationalism, second is empiricism. Rationalists are Descartes, Spinoza, and there are others, Leibniz. And empiricists are like Hume and Bertrand Russell, and then we have Locke. So the rationalists believe that reason is the source of knowledge. Even we can know God through reason, says Descartes. In his book that is known as Meditation on First Philosophy. I'm just mentioning the books also, so we should read these books. And Discourse de la Method is important books. And Descartes is very important in modern times. He has set the tone of secularism. And he just has talked about, reason. He says that when I was just seeing my mind, there were different areas, but there was one area which was the greatest of all areas. I was thinking, what can be the source of this area? I can't be, because I am not perfect. The area is perfect. So God should be the cause of this area. So God exists. Rationality. So through reason, and he calls these innate areas. We have some areas which are innate in our mind. One of the areas is God. And he wants to prove God through causal argument, through cosmological argument. And they even want to prove God through reason. Although तो दिल में तो आता है, समझ में नहीं आता. Oh God, you come to our heart but not our mind. Our mind can't comprehend God, but we feel that you are there to our heart. हर सिटी को बहस के अंदर खुदा मिलता नहीं, डोर को सुलझा रहा है उसरा मिलता नहीं. The philosopher is not getting God in discussion. He is lost in the cobwebbing and knitting. Because we can't understand God only through reason. Because if you prove God through reason, another person will disprove God through reason. Because reason has limitations. So, but they believe only one school of thought in the West believes only in reason. Reason as the source of knowledge. And they say, what is secularism? Can you give me the definition of secularism? Any person amongst you? Secularism, what do you mean by secularism?
Separation between religion and...
That's true, but philosophically speaking, what is the philosophical idea behind secularism? Can any person amongst you, especially those three persons who do listen, who talk only themselves, we have some good friends, they talk. So, can we give the definition of secularism in philosophical terminology? What can be that? Please.
Different types of secularism. The Turkish notion of secularism is the separation between religious life and public life and personal. French secularism is different. It's like freedom allowed. So there is.
You're right. You're right. But basically, if you see, please.
As I understood, secularism can be defined as the theme that emphasizes on materialistic objectives. There is no higher purpose. The purpose is to this utilitarian philosophy of utilitarianism.
To some extent your reply is very good, and also you have what you said, you are also right. But basically, philosophical notion of secularism is triumph of reason over faith. Triumph of reason over faith. It is not faith which will determine things, it is reason which will determine things. A thing which is not rational is irrational. Or as the logical positivists say, the thing which we can't understand or see is nonsensical. Nozbillah. I say nozbillah because I know why I say nozbillah. But they know why they say it like that. Because
unseen is nothing.
They believe like that. They believe that metaphysics is news from nowhere. And there was one person, Dostoevsky. He said this way, if we remove God from the universe, all the things will be permissible. And one of the worst of them was Nietzsche. You know Nietzsche? Beyond Good and Evil. You should remember these books, and you should read these books, and you learn what is the modern world. And I was yesterday saying in a stack lecture, Western mind has been not created by religion, it has been created by philosophy. But we are addressing them with religion, and that is the problem, communication gap. Their worldview has been created by philosophy, not by religion. Our worldview has been created by religion, and there is category mistake when we address them. Only those people who are successful to address West who had studied philosophy. It was Iqbal, it was Jamal Afghani, it was Ismail Raji Faruqi, it was Abdul Hamid Ibn Sulaiman, it was Bedizuman Nursi, because they had understood Western wealth and shores, worldview, and that was created by philosophy, by secular colleagues.
So Professor, we Islamize the philosophy or reconstruct them, or do the both?
Basically, first we have to deconstruct what is not Islamic. We are at the stage, we should be at the stage of deconstructing first. But we want to reconstruct a new house on the house which is already existing. And that becomes a booth bungalow. You know booth bungalow? If you have not demolished the earlier house, you are establishing you are building new house on the earlier house, it will become just like a